Alright, the secret game has almost been revealed. I'm sure a lot of people know what it is, but yeah, since we have extra time, I'm just going to get going. This is NARC. I'm sure you guys have seen it before.
Oh no, the NARC, man!
Now, BBH did this last year. He did an awesome job, but since we have extra time, you know, figure we can squeeze in another arcade game, and it's a little easier if we do it this way. People like NARC, so we'll give them what they want, right? So I'm actually going to be playing a little faster than I normally would. If I was be playing this game otherwise, I would actually be killing all these dudes in preparation of a maximum bust, getting all 50 busts on this screen, so... So we'll bail out there.
You're busted.
So if you don't know what this game is, it is NARC. It's a pretty violent game, caused a little bit of controversy, but it's all good. That's what the fun stuff is, right? It was developed by Eugene Jarvis. He was the head designer of this game. He also worked on Smash TV, Robotron, Defender, and most recently he helped Housemarque work on Nex Machina Death Machine for the PS4 and Steam, which is a really cool arcade game if you haven't seen that in a while. So I want to thin out the herd right there. If I don't do so, that guy in the blue won't show up, and that guy in the blue has rockets when you bust him or kill them. So there aren't a whole lot of those guys in the game, and they are important. This is sort of a game of inches. It's not something that you can just, you know, sleepwalk through. You have to pay attention, but if you know how it works and you know the rules, it's really not too bad.
You're busted. You're busted.
I think if you put about 10 hours of practice in this game, you'd probably be able to clear it, honestly. Every 100,000 points, I'm going to get an extra life. So by the end of the game, I'll probably have, you know, a few million points, which means I'll have gotten many extra lives. So I want to get up to 50 busts. That's the maximum amount of busts you can get on a level. Each bust at the time of the bust gives you 1,000 points for these enemies. And at the end of the level, I'm going to get an extra 5,000 points per bust. So we took a death there. It's not a big deal.
You're busted.
Oh, we didn't get 50. Oh, we did get 50. Okay, good. So you can see right there, 290,000 points. That's going to get us 3 extra lives and 3 extra rocket bombs. We'll go for the car hop.
Roger, Chief.
Great music on this level, too, by the way. Alright, so these guys are dicks. You want to take care of these guys before they pose a problem. And what they're doing is they're throwing these hypo needles at me. And these versions of the enemies aren't too bad, but there's going to be versions right here that are purple. And the purple guys, you can see, he's got a hell of a curveball there. But their weakness is crack. If they see crack in the ground, they're immediately going to run towards it. So you can use that to kind of bait them. Like, I knew that guy was going to run to that crack. Then he bends over to pick it up, and then you blow him up. So I'm going to jump into this door. Jumping is really important in this game. There's a lot of tech that comes from jumping. And the way it works is, when I come down from a jump, my acceleration just keeps happening. So if I jump into a wall, kind of from around here, I grind into the wall, and you can see I kind of get stuck on the top. And what that allows me to do is on the way down, my acceleration keeps happening, and I start moving faster and faster. So I'm going to stand here for a minute, and we're going to get our 50 busts on this level. Alright, these are the Strawberry Milkshake Gang. There's 3 versions of these standard enemies. There's gray, which are slow, and they can only fire high. The yellows are medium, they can fire high and low. And then you have these red ones that are, they got turbochargers in their underwear here, so I'm gonna be careful. What I want to do is I want to get them all on one side of me. And I'm exploiting their AI here. The enemies in this game will only walk, or these enemies will only walk within busting distance. Because they don't want to get busted, but they want to get close to be annoying. So by doing that, what I'm doing is I'm just thinning out the herd. And then once the herd is all thinned out, and the sprite limit has been reached again, because every enemy that I kill will typically be replaced or busted, so I want to get rid of all the enemies on one side, wait for them to refill, and then go for a mega bust. And the game's not being very nice right now. I'm not getting many busts, but what do you do? So I can either kind of disable them by walking into them, which I did right there. Man, the bust ratio is really bad right now. Yeah, I'm going to be doing this. This is going to be just the way I'm getting extra lives. Extra lives are really important in this game, especially in the late game. It gets kind of nuts. That's good enough for me. I don't want to spend too much time here, and we're pretty close anyway, so let's keep going. So now we get introduced to the doggies, the pups. Puppies! Don't worry. The dogs actually aren't dying. They're just turning into pups. It's fine. So these guys, you got to be really careful. You got to really watch what they're doing. You see that needle that guy threw? It's really got a wicked curve. And then the next, after this guy here, should drop a blue key card. There we go.
We got it.
So these are the hurry-up enemies. Like every level, if you take too long, you're going to have to deal with something that's going to annoy you. And in this case, it's dogs. There's 3 colors of dogs as well. There's brown, gray, and black. And same thing with the standard soldiers. The color signifies rather, like the level of aggression and how fast they are. So the gray ones are bad, and the black ones are really bad. Alright, so we have plenty of extra lives now. You can see we're getting a bunch. Doing just fine.
We're on our way.
And this is the level where I'm going to get all the extra lives. This is a huge level for extra lives here. And we also get our car. We're going to get the drive the car, our 911 there. And that beautiful blue sky, very natural looking as well. Alrighty. So we're going to go ahead and just move forward here until this building is almost on the left. We're going to jump into this pack of noodles and see if we can get them. It is funny, kind of, when you think about it. You know, if you just were to see a cop or just chasing some robber and they're just having this slow walking. You know, they're just walking down the street. Hey, stop! You know. Slow down, you. So I want to jump out just there. If I jump out right there, it'll spawn a car right here. What I want to do real fast is I want to move forward to where these dogs show up. I'm going to kill these dogs. And then I'm going to sit here and I'm going to wait for a little bit for these clowns. And after the 3rd clown shows up, helicopters are going to start spawning across the bridge. And the helicopters are going to be used to get a ton of points and extra lives and rockets and all that good stuff. While the car is spinning, you're invincible. Skirt! Smell you later, bozo. You gotta love their front flips, too. Nothing says death like a triple front flip from a clown. Whoa! We worked through the car. How about that? That happens every so often. I'm not sure if that's the game or that's your name or what. If you don't hit it at full speed, that won't happen. That's what we did right there. So here you're going to see me abusing the movement tech.
You're busted.
Going to be grinding along the top of the wall here to get some extra speed. So by doing this, it allows me to get to the helicopter before it actually gets to the maximum height. That way I can just get right behind it like that and just shove a rocket up its tailpipe. Or in the rotor, rather. Now, if you were to hit the tub of the helicopter, it makes it so all the crack just flies all over the place and it takes a lot longer to pick it up. I'm going to wait at a very specific spot right here. That way the helicopter will spawn right before the dumpsters. I'm going to try and get a car up here, but I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. So this is the little dumpster jungle of sorts. There's going to be some dumpsters here. I don't know why they're not here yet, but they're there. You can see I hit the tub there. That was not good. But it doesn't take too long. Right up the old tailpipe. That's right. Eat 9/11, bitch. Oh, we almost got the car hop. Actually, you know what? Yeah, that's funny. I wanted to do that. If you get killed when you're in the car like that, you kind of bounce forward. It looks silly. So I want these cars, because the cars actually more or less give me a free bust. Unless I drive like a dummy like that. So we'll jump out. I don't want these helicopters coming after me. They're really annoying. And you can tell on the radar like how high they are. So right now, since the helicopter was up in the air like that on the radar, I know he's not going to pose a problem. Almost got the car up, yeah, pretty close. What are you going to do? Go, Porsche, go! Who needs a windshield? Oh, missed another car hop. EDHM cry. Alright, so we're out of the dumpster jungle here. What I want to do is I want to spawn brown, yellow, strawberry milkshake. And there you go. There's a car hop. We did it, y'all. We beat the video game. So I want to run these guys over, because I don't like them. Get another one. Maybe a bust? Shoot that guy in his knees.
You're busted.
You are definitely busted. Oh, look at that dumpster diving. That's what we call dumpster diving. Actually, there is really no big community for this game, so that's what I call it. That's some good shooting up the old helicopter tooting there.
You're busted.
Pretty exciting. Pretty exciting game. Alright, so we have one more little car puzzle here. You can see all the crack on the radar. Definitely a Eugene Jarvis game staple. Alright. So we're going to save this car. I want to get one more explosion with the helicopter. You can see that the crack actually looks like it maxed out at 99. But it goes past that. So we'll do 360s. Yay! Oh, I had 3 glitch crashes for some reason. That's fine. So we'll do one more with the car. So by backing up, I want to back up a little bit here. I don't want to actually be too far forward. I'll see if we can actually not fly through the helicopter this time. Sweet. There we go. Alright, no more cars. No more cars. Only dreams now. Keep using my movement tech here. There's the rockheads. There we are. But we're not going to deal with them. We're out of here. Alright, you can see. Watch the crack. See how it's not going down yet? Now it is. And that's going to get us 5 extra lives. And 5 rocket bombs. So, there you go. Now, the life counter goes past the max of 7 there, but I don't think it goes past 12.
We're on our
So
way.
even if you have more than 7, I don't think you get more than 10 or 12. I forget what the exact number is, but there's some kind of hard limit. Alright, so these are the pimps. These guys, their weakness is money and bitches. And we're going to get to their wonderful women here soon. This guy in his pink Cadillac here. Oh, wow. He canceled my jump. When you get shot in this game or attacked while you're doing an action, it cancels your action. So if you're jumping and you get shot while you're going up, it cancels your jump and you fall back into the ground. So we're going to play Dig Dug with this guy here. You can see on the radar, we got him where we want him. Perfect. Go for the double dumpster surfing here. Yes!
We got it.
Got it. Oh, we killed one of the hoes. Ho, Mom. Ooh. I wish I saved more. It's funnier when you save a bunch. Because it's all like... Ooh. Alright. These guys aren't too bad on this difficulty. If you were to play this on the hardest difficulty setting, those guys are way worse. They fire more bullets and their bullet spreads, and the speed at which they can turn around is like instantaneous. So they can just bomb you with tons of damage really, really fast. We'll let him get away. Yeah, we gotta stop these guys. They're growing whizzles. No whizzles here. This was in the early, I guess 1989. Whizzles were still illegal. No whizzles. So we blew that up. That disarmed the bomb. Oh lordy. So the rockets have a ton of active frames. And we're gonna kind of use that to our advantage here. This guy's gonna drop a green weed card here. Get away from the whizzles. And we're just gonna go pick up these. Most of these plants are actually one-hit kill booby-trapped bombs. So that's why I wasn't picking them all up there. And yes, this is very possible to 1cc. This is a lock. I'm not gonna fail this. There's no chance. I haven't failed this on normal difficulty in a long time, so... And we're already looking pretty good here, so... But yes, no one has ever cleared it. Only BBH. BBH is the first one with proof to clear this game. He's in chat now. He's the original NARC godfather. He's the reason why I actually started playing this game. Many others too, so... Shoutouts to Lord BBH. And he actually ran a really good run of this last year and cleared it, I think, with a full stock of lives too, which is impressive. Now, if I was playing this game for score, and I have played this game for score, even though it's a depressing score game, I would be milking every one of these levels and getting 50 busts and maxing out all this stuff. I'd be killing all these enemies. I wouldn't be letting them past. Thanks for opening the door. I appreciate that. Very nice. Yeah, my longest score run of this game was almost 2 hours long. And it was because of the bridge level with the helicopters. When you run out of rockets, you're actually forced to shoot them with just the machine gun, and it takes a long time to kill them, since they give a minimum of 19,000 points apiece. You know, it's advised to do that if you're really going for the big scores. So that level alone, I'll spend about an hour and 10 minutes on, which sucks. And then I'll get to the real reason why playing this game for score is really awful, but that's at the end. I'm just gonna jump over these guys. Ooh, look at that cluster buster. Oh yeah. Now I'm purposely kind of trying to bust these guys in piles of loot. That way I'm picking up the loot and busting them at the same time. Hey, you know what? Fuck it. We'll just keep going. Alright, these guys can drop rockets, and their addiction is also rockets. So if you drop a rocket on the ground, like I know this guy has a rocket because he fired a rocket. More rockets. So if you can kill an enemy as he's picking up a rocket, and if you pick up the rocket while he's picking up the rocket, you'll get a rocket and he'll drop a rocket. So you can kind of spoof rockets. Very VAC. The Valve anti-cheat software kicks in, and then your it deletes your save file, and kicks you off the server forever. You'll never play NARC again. This game's pretty awful for playing for score, yes. There's a few reasons for that, and I'll explain them. I'm going to explain them when they're kind of... when they serve a purpose to explain. Right now, it's not a big deal. You guys are blowing my rockets all over the place. So there's certain enemies, if you were to bust them, you get a bonus at the time of the bust. If I were to bust those pimps, you get a 2,500 point bonus. And when you bust the guys who throw the needles, you get a 5,000 point bonus, which is really cool. So if you're playing for score, you definitely want to make sure that you're not busting all the regular enemies when there's other enemies to bust. You know, you kind of have that really small level of optimization there.
You're busted.
And when you have 50 busts, the enemies don't even react. We're just going to run right through that. Alright, there we go. Alright, we're at the final level. There's 2 levels left, but this is the final kind of normal level, if you even want to call it that. Now there's 3 extra lives, or 2 extra lives. Maybe 3, actually. It's going to be close. There we go. Wonderful. All right, it's Mr. Big. Mr. Big is in the best shape.
You're busted.
Ooh, ammo, I like that.
Spread 'em.
Alright, so now I'm just gonna run. Run. And I want to dodge as much as I can. So what I'm looking at here when I'm running down with all this shit going on, is I'm kind of looking at the floor to see where the bullet shadows are. That lets me know exactly what's going on. So I'm gonna start thinning out the herd here with a couple of rockets. I want to clean my plate here before Mr. Big shows up. There's Mr. Big. You can see him on the radar there. Put a rocket in his pocket. And again, we just want to keep shooting and clearing the space out. Good. So now the silver dogs are going to show up after this set. And that's Mr. Big. He's all dead, so doing good. Oh, still no gray dog. Alright, so we got the golden key card. Now have access to the Mr. Big anti-chamber. Alrighty. Time for the final boss. We have a bunch of extra lives, so I think we'll be alright.
You die, cop.
Yeah, thanks again. This is going to be my last game of the marathon, but make sure you guys stick around. BBH is coming up next with Shock Troopers 2. Second squad, really good game, and he's really good at it, so that's going to be the last game for tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow. Oh, shit. A rare miss. So this is based off of a real-life person. This part is, rather, not the previous part. Alright, so to kill this guy, you have to shoot him in the neck. And to do that, you kind of have to be on just the plane. You get extra lives as you fight him, but what I want to do is I'm jumping into the top of the screen and then I'm tapping down right before I hit the ground. That puts me exactly where I want to be. Like right now, I'm going to kill him when I get up. Smell you later. GG, it's over.
It's the world record.
So we cleared it with a full rack of lives. That's good. Pick up the golden key card again. And of course, yeah, bugs come out of his head, which is interesting. Alright, so this is why playing this game is bad for score. Like, if I were to play this, and I have, for almost 2 hours, have a really good run, and you get to this room, the amount of gold that spawns here is random, and there's no way to control it. It's even random as you move through the room. I've save stated this part extensively, trying to figure out a way to get more points, and I can't do it. And the variation can be anywhere between 800,000 to 1.56. So for a game where my maximum score is like 7.8 million, if there's a variance of 800,000, that's massive. You know, there's a massive difference. So playing this game for score is actually really depressing. And like 1.3, you know, that's pretty good, but it's not as good as it could be. But there you go, guys. That's a 1 credit clear NARC. It is possible. It's actually not too hard. And thanks for the congrats and stuff. And yeah. That's it for me, and we'll watch the credit song, and Pasky's gonna kill me out, and then we'll watch BBH. But have a good night, guys. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you next time.
You're busted. You're busted. Police! Please! You're busted. You're busted.
Oh no, the knife, man! Oh no, the knife, man!
You're busted.